Hi, I'm Joy,
Hi, I'm Lorraine.
and this is Girlish Gurus. And Lorraine, why are we here?
We're here to talk about mid-lifestyle topics for women who are 45 and older to help you live your best, healthiest, and most fulfilled life. We're also going to have lots of fun along the way.
So let's get started. Welcome back to another Girlish Gurus episode. I'm Joy.
And I'm Lorraine.
Lorraine, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about doing a spring reset/detox. And I say reset/detox because many people are afraid of the term detox. They're thinking it's this giving up of so many things in our life, right? All kinds of foods and just drinking juices and tonics and all kinds of stuff. But we're really just talking about a simple 5-day reset where we are just getting away from the toxins in our life.
Right.
And the reasons for doing the detox is because we are exposed to so many toxins, from the processed foods that we eat to the chemicals we put on our bodies to what's in the air, what's in the soil, what's around us.
Just our environment, right?
Our environment, everything that we use. So we're just going to talk about, a little bit about why you might need a detox, what it involves, and hopefully we can get some of you ladies on board with us for our April 15th to the 19th, 2024 spring reset. And if you are listening to this after that date, that's fine. You can still participate in a reset. You can still find the handbook how to do it. You can do it on your own, grab a buddy. So don't feel like just because the date has passed that you can't participate.
Right.
You can do this. Actually, quarterly would be good.
Oh, yeah. Once every few months, yes.
Yeah. So to get started, what might be some of the reasons that you would need a detox? And I've gone to foodmatters.com and they have an article that's entitled The Importance of Detoxifying Your Body. But here are 11 signs your body may be screaming out for a detox. Okay.
Screaming out.
Telltale signs. So the first one on the list, you're constantly feeling fatigued, stressed, and overwhelmed. So I would say, even with those symptoms you may be experiencing, okay, it could be connected to your food, but it could also be connected to media,
Stress,
digital
content.
Yes, thank you. And we're going to talk a little bit about doing a digital detox too. But so you may be feeling overwhelmed in general, but many times our food is contributing to that, like caffeine and alcohol, for instance, could be contributing to those stress levels. And number 2 is you experience frequent headaches and or lack of mental clarity. So we may have brain fog, and that can be from a lot of the foods that we're eating, from a lot of those processed foods to, again, caffeine, alcohol. Sugar is a big one. Sugar leads to so much brain fog. And if you have sugar cravings, that could be leading to weight gain and other things in your life. So the headaches could be hormonal too, and our foods can contribute to our hormone balance. So number 3 is you often have skin breakouts and blemishes and or a tired, dull, and lackluster complexion. And I know for me this is true. When I notice that I haven't been eating that well, like if I'm indulging in some comfort food, I do kind of see my face looking a little bit different.
Right.
And then when I do boost those greens, all of a sudden you have like this glow to you that and a healthy look to your skin. So that might be one of the reasons you may need a detox. Number 4 is you seem to pick up colds, flu bugs, and viruses easily and are often on medication. So many times we have a leaky gut, and it's from a lot of stress in our life, the foods that we're eating, and you may need a good probiotic or different things to contribute to your good health and your immune system. And of course, all of that stuff leads to having a poor immune system when you're not paying attention to your gut. Number 5 is your digestion is troublesome, uncomfortable, and irregular, and that too goes with the gut.
Does, yes. It does.
So, so we want to pay attention to, once you do this reset, you will notice, well, we'll get into it a little bit later, but you will notice first you'll probably feel a little worse the first couple of days because you're just changing things, but that's a sign that things are working. And then by day 4 or 5, you should be feeling so much better.
Yeah.
The bloat goes away and the digestive issues may go away. So those are things to pay attention to when you do the reset. Number 6 is you slip into making less healthy food choices and often have fried foods, processed meat, dairy, gluten, refined sugar, or fast food.
Okay.
And of course, all the processed foods.
Yeah, that's actually kind of what's happening to me right now. So,
yeah. And I think we discussed that just leading up to this little retreat that we're doing, we're on a business retreat right now together, that each of us was indulging in comfort foods for different reasons in our lives. And that's why we decided to concentrate on getting ready for this reset by actually preparing some of the foods and drinks that go along with it. So we've been doing that for the past few days. So watch for those YouTube videos with all of the recipes and the how-tos.
Well, and the how-tos, the recipes, and we also discuss things like the benefits of chia seeds, things like that.
Yeah. So stay tuned for those.
Lots of good information.
Yeah. So number 7 is you frequently have coffee, alcohol, drugs, prescription or otherwise, or cigarettes. And of course, a lot of those things we use as crutches or to take the place of other things in our life, right? That might be emotional things. So if you find that you're indulging a little bit too much in those, they could be affecting not only your sleep, but your mood, as well as every other aspect of your health.
Gosh, the coffee. Ooh, that's a big one.
Yeah. And caffeine, for this reset, I would suggest weaning off the caffeine before the reset actually starts, because you don't want to have that migraine or coffee headache during the reset. So a good way to do that is to just reduce it a little bit each day, like for the 5 days prior to the reset, like by half a cup.
Okay.
Yeah, and that helps get over that caffeine headache. Okay, number 8, you are exposed to common environmental toxins, such as carbon emissions, cigarette smoke, herbicides, pesticides, artificial fragrances, household chemicals, and a lot of those skincare products that we use that might not be necessarily safe for us. And another big one is when you do laundry, using dryer sheets.
Right.
Those are one of the worst things that we can put on our body, because it's on your clothes and it's being released throughout the day onto your skin, which is your largest organ. Such bad chemicals in that. So
not good.
Better ways to handle that. Get those little wool dryer balls.
Put some essential oils on them.
Essential oils. Right. You could use a rinse of white vinegar and essential oil in your laundry instead of using a fabric softener, and that helps too. So little things that we can do to eliminate those toxins in our life. Number 9, you are carrying excess body weight. And I know for many of us menopausal women, we struggle with that, especially post-menopause, through our perimenopause to post-menopause years. So excess body weight can be directly related to the environmental toxins in our body, because we kind of store them in our fat cells and they're not being released. So doing a detox or a reset is a good way to try to eliminate those from our body. And that can help. In case you haven't heard, it's called obesogens. Yeah, so they attach to our fat cells and they kind of block the toxins in the fat cells, and that contributes to weight gain.
It's like saran wrap for the fat cell, huh?
Yeah. And and we can put a link to the article I wrote about that, because there's a lot of good information about that. We can put that in there.
Good to know.
Yeah. Number 10, you often feel emotionally unstable, depressed, unmotivated, and lacking energy and enthusiasm for life. Basically, you're sluggish, you're not getting off the couch, you've just decided, I don't want to do that today, instead of getting up and doing it. You just lack that energy. And sometimes instead of looking for the healthy thing to eat, we're reaching for the cup of coffee.
Right.
So exercise is a big part of that. When you move more, you actually get more energy. So part of the 5-day reset will be incorporating moderate exercise. Movement, moderate exercise. And especially if you're already doing excessive exercise, maybe CrossFit or running marathons or doing something that might be considered excessive, you can back off for those 5 days and just do something more moderate to give your body a rest, because those kinds of exercises do elevate cortisol in our body, which can affect every other part of our health. So we wanted to pay attention to that. And number 11.
Oh boy.
Your breath and BO seem to have an alarming stink, no matter how much deodorant or toothpaste you use. So that's an indicator that maybe our digestion isn't quite right, or the bacteria in our mouth is building up, all those different things. But those could be from toxins that are building up in your body. Now, I just want to make a statement here, because detoxes can be controversial. And a lot of the literature may say there's no scientific proof that they work, that they eliminate toxins, that they actually do anything. And most of the research is mainly for like extreme detoxes, like where you're not eating for days, or you're just doing a fluid detox or a juice detox.
Like a cleanse.
A cleanse,
Yes.
more of a cleanse, which can be dangerous for some people. It depends on your health conditions. If you have underlying health conditions, because you may then be deficient in nutrients instead of providing your body with nutrients and calories and the things that we need. So you want to be very careful to be under a doctor's supervision
right.
if you're doing anything like that. This is a very simple 5-day reset to show your body that it can heal on its own. And basically, our bodies are capable of detoxing these toxins. We just need a little boost once in a while when they get too extreme,
Right.
when we're exposed too much. So the 5-day reset/detox is to help us to be able to help our body do the job that it really can do on its own by simply removing the things that are not beneficial. And we know that, right?
And we've always known that, like sugar and too much caffeine and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
We've always known it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And gluten can be inflammatory for many people. And the reason we're eliminating those, like we'll be eliminating dairy and gluten and the processed foods and caffeine and alcohol, because you don't know exactly what will affect your body. After the 5-day detox, if you know you're feeling better, then hey, one of those things could probably be contributing. And little by little, you could add it back in to see how it affects you after the reset. And if you start noticing you're not feeling good, then you know that that particular thing is not good for your body. Now, we do know sugar in general is not good in excess. Everything in moderation, as Joy says.
Including moderation.
So we want to definitely pay attention to those things in our life and what could be contributing to it.
Right.
Okay, so those are the 11 things. So according to Food Matters, some of the benefits of a holistic natural detox are the prevention of chronic diseases, although we're not saying that doing this 5-day detox will cure you of anything. There's a medical disclaimer. Any detox, any reset that you do, check with your doctor, especially if you have underlying health conditions. This is not meant to cure you of any diseases. This is to educate you and help you just to see what is beneficial for your body and for your health.
Right.
So they're saying that some of the benefits of a holistic natural detox are prevention of chronic diseases, stronger immunity, assistance in losing stagnant weight, an improved quality of life, increased energy, radiant, glowing skin, bright, clear eyes, mental clarity, balanced emotions, improved self-confidence and empowerment, new healthy habits and routines, and improved longevity. So basically, we want to take into consideration all of the things that we are looking for in our life to be happy and healthy and have a long, healthy, disease-free life, right? A 5-day reset can just help us and guide us on that path. And just to see how you feel better, what is actually good for your body, knowing that reducing these toxins in your life are beneficial for your health. And you can't really deny that. I don't care what they say the science says. We know there are so many environmental toxins in our life that are affecting the health of all of us.
I agree.
Yeah. So this is just a simple way to take the steps to take care of that. So what exactly will we be doing on this detox? Okay. So on the one that we'll be doing, the goals of the week that we're doing it. So we're doing it a Monday to a Friday. That way you can have your glass of wine on Saturday. You've given it up for the week. And if you're really looking forward to it, but you may decide that you feel so good you don't even want to have that glass of wine. Because unfortunately, alcohol can affect menopausal women more than other people.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Yeah. So we want to take all processed food out of our diet. And we know that that's a healthy thing to do. We want to add in whole grains and vegetables in order to increase our fiber intake. And we want to help recognize the habits that we have that aren't supporting our health. So whether that be a lack of movement, eating those processed foods, having stress levels that are off the charts that we're really not addressing by taking the steps necessary to reduce that stress in our life. These are all things that can affect how we live our life.
And how you feel.
Right. Yeah. And how you feel can affect everyone around you, including your family. And you taking the steps to make your life healthier will also help your family.
Right.
So during your detox, you may experience the following. And you will have better digestion, clearer skin. You may have fatigue and low levels of energy, especially for the first few days, but then lots and lots of energy, especially maybe towards the end of it, the last 2 days. You'll have an emotional release at unexpected times, possibly. You'll feel heavier some days and feel lighter other days. You may have the mood swings, which will be related to toxins being in your bloodstream. Food cravings, especially for bad foods you know you aren't supposed to have this week.
Sugar.
But I can tell you that having given up sugar a long time ago, I mean, I'd have cake every once in a while. I never crave sugar. I do, I'll partake in birthday cakes and whatever and dessert, like we had last night, the most fabulous dessert.
Oh, yes.
But I really don't crave it.
Right.
On the other hand, I crave crunchy salty.
Yeah.
So that's my downfall. So I know when I do this reset, that may be something that I am craving.
I really constantly want a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
So, all the time.
So we'll have to see how you do with that over this. Yeah.
That's going to be a drag, but I'm going to try.
But you can have herbal tea and that might just satisfy that urge. It's something warm, right? Because sometimes it's just having that cup of something warm.
Yeah.
And just having a nice herbal tea may actually make you feel really good. Okay. Constipation and or diarrhea. Of course, if you're eating foods you haven't eaten before, that can affect your digestion. But these are not bad things, okay? These are common things that can happen during this 5-day reset.
I don't know. Diarrhea is never a good thing.
But it's just showing you it's working.
Right. Okay. All right.
So things are happening because you're changing everything up.
No coffee and then diarrhea. Oh, no. Okay. All right.
So I just want everybody to be prepared.
Okay. It's a possibility.
But I don't want this to dissuade you from doing this.
I think particularly if you have a leaky gut, if your digestive system is damaged, it's going to take a while for it to begin to heal. And also, if you have a long-term situation with your digestive system, a 5-day reset will help it, but won't help it all the way to being healed.
Yeah. And it's like really the 5-day reset is bringing awareness to what is happening in your body, because you will definitely feel something one way or the other, right? And you will know, oh, I cut gluten out. Wow, I'm not bloated. I'm feeling better. I don't have brain fog, So you may start noticing things in those 5 days that you can then take into the rest of your life. I'm not saying you can't ever eat those things again, but you can be aware of how it's affecting you, and maybe keeping a food journal after the 5 days will help with that. So you'll know exactly what is affecting you. So you may have hunger or a lack of hunger. You will have personal insights into your eating habits. You'll have improved sleep, probably. Some weight loss. Again, it's only 5 days and you're not giving up food, you're eating. So we want to just see what benefits you the best. So you may experience weight loss. I can guarantee you if you stay on a similar plan, you will have weight loss after this reset is over. And of course, there's a number of other things that are not listed here that could possibly happen. And again, if you ever have questions, you can always hit us up with an email or a comment and we can guide you. And again, if you have any underlying health conditions before you even participate in anything like this, check with your healthcare provider and make sure that it's good. There are bonus things that you can do during the detox, including taking certain supplements like a B complex, a vitamin D3, vitamin C, a probiotic. Again, check with your healthcare provider. And then there are like detox teas like milk thistle or nettle leaf, which help to detox the liver. They help with liver health. But again, if you're pregnant, nursing, whatever,
have a health condition,
you want to check with the doctor first. So the general cleansing guidelines for the week will include taking the opportunity to become really mindful of your habits. How often do you reach for that piece of candy? Are you looking for a snack because you're truly hungry or because you want a distraction from work or
whatever's going on in your life?
Whatever's going on, yeah. So it's the key to changing your bad health habits is to become aware of them first. And a big one is to remember to drink plenty of water throughout the detox. That's so important. Half your body weight in ounces. So if you weigh 140 pounds, you want 70 ounces of water. And that's one of the big things. And start your day with a lemon water.
And if you can, drink filtered water.
Yes. Big one. Yeah. We can get into a whole episode about that another time.
Yes.
All the toxins in our environment, especially in our drinking water. So yeah, highly recommended. And if you don't have a filtration system like on your faucet or on your house, buy one of those pitchers like a Brita or something like that you can drink filtered water daily. And we want to make sure that we are mindful. So when you are having your meals, don't turn on the TV. Don't have any distractions. Don't be looking at your phone. Actually be present and pay attention to what you're eating. How often do you even forget what you ate because you're just mindlessly eating whatever is in front of you? And sometimes if you're holding a package of something, the whole package is gone before you know it. So to be mindful when you're eating, maybe put your fork down in between each bite, because it'll make you slow down while you eat. And even better, eat with chopsticks.
Huh. Yes.
So that you will eat slower and take more bites each time you eat, chew it as much as you can. So these are all important things. This will all be in the handbook that will help us on this.
Right.
Yeah.
Chew for 20 seconds or whatever, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So other things that we can do during the detox to support it are things that move our lymphatic system, right? Our lymphatic system is like a garbage disposal, I guess you could say. It kind of gets like everything moving and out and all the toxins out of our body. So great ways to do that are dry brushing, which is just taking a brush and every day, like before you get in the shower, you brush like up it's a dry brush. You can look it up. You can find them on Amazon.
Right. Very inexpensive, yes.
Yeah. And you just brush towards your heart, like your legs and arms towards your heart, round on your belly, like all, I don't know if you can see, like around on your belly, and then down, and then down towards, so all towards your heart. And then other things you can do are Epsom salt bath. I wouldn't say do that every day, but it's a good thing to do like once or twice a week. Put like 1 to 2 cups of Epsom salt in a nice hot tub. And you can add essential oil if you want, like a lavender, and get kind of cozy in there.
Another thing you can do is if you have a rebounder, a little trampoline, that's a good thing to do to help your lymphatic system drain and move things around. And also, I had a healthcare provider tell me one time, little jumps, even if you can just jump a little.
Yeah, it is a good one. And especially on a rebounder, you're also getting cardio. It's good for your bone health. So yeah, if you can get one of those mini trampolines and do that. And I know some of us, when it comes to a rebounder, if you're having any pelvic floor issues, like you're experiencing incontinence or issues like that, then maybe a rebounder might not be for you. And I highly suggest you see a pelvic floor therapist for help with that.
Good to know.
Yeah. And another good one is a vibration plate. And I love my vibration plate. So it's good for bone health and gets everything moving. If you haven't been on one, it's like incredible.
Now, the vibration plate and maybe even the rebounder, I'm not sure, you can find those in your menopause market at
themagicofmenopause.com.
There you go.
Yeah. And I've been using a vibration plate for almost 2 years now. It has helped me to reverse my osteoporosis in my hip, and along with some supplements and other things that I'm doing, but it is so beneficial. But yes, it does get that lymphatic system moving and getting all those toxins out.
Man, I love that. I got to get 2 or 3 of those things.
Yeah. And then we also have a sauna. So an infrared sauna, it heats up your body. It gets the sweat. This is not necessarily lymphatic, but it gets the sweat going and getting the toxins out. So that's a great way to get toxins out of your body. So infrared saunas are very beneficial for our health. Okay, massage. That's great for lymphatic. So going for a lymphatic massage, especially as a menopausal woman, and we got to experience that when we were in Tuscany, a great way to get those toxins moving, get them out. So these are all beneficial things that you can do along with the eating and exercise and stress reduction. So if you have access to maybe a health spa that has a sauna, try to do that.
Give it a go if you've never done it before. Yep.
But then, of course, the free things we can do are the dry brushing, massage. You can just ask a friend or your spouse, significant other to give you a massage, trade off. That's a great way to do it. So those are great things that we can use as a detox hack, I guess, a reset hack that goes along with doing the foods, the exercise, and the stress reduction.
Okay, so all of these things that we've discussed go along with the 5-day reset that we have talked about and that we are working on right now.
Right. So what we've done, we talked about the videos that we just put together.
Right.
So those were some of the foods that will probably be part of this reset. So chia seeds was a big one. We made chia pudding, and chia is full of antioxidants, fiber, protein. It's a great breakfast. It's almost like having dessert for breakfast.
Yes, I can attest to that. Yeah. It's very good. Yeah.
And we made a chocolate chia, we made a mango chia, and we made a strawberry chia. Strawberry
Delicious.
top, yeah, with like purees. So that was really good. And then we've done salads in a jar. So that's another great thing.
Those are so good. Yeah.
And we did a Mediterranean one. We did a apple and walnut one, and we did an Asian one, which so far is my favorite.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I love the Asian. Yeah.
Very good.
And we also did some mocktails because since you're not going to be drinking any alcohol for the 5 days, but you want to indulge a little bit or, feel like it's like
having
a special
something special,
beverage.
right.
Yeah. So we did a mojito. We're doing a margarita and also a watermelon spritzer, I think is the one that we're doing. So we have 3 of those coming up in our videos also.
Make sure you head over to our YouTube channel, Girlish Gurus, and check them out.
Yeah.
They're super fun. We had a good time doing it.
Yeah. And then in the handbook, I'm just going to go look for an example of what a day would look like in the detox. Right?
Okay, so the handbook that you're talking about, that's going to be available through the link that you can find anywhere you're listening to the podcast. It's going to be in those show notes. It's going to be in the YouTube video descriptions. You can also find it on our Instagram page. So
in my Facebook group.
Look around. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can find it and you can download it. You can follow along. You can schedule it whenever you want. Maybe get a couple of girlfriends together and support each other during your own reset. So,
yeah. It doesn't have to be during this week, but if you want guidance during this week, it'll be happening in my private support group. You can ask questions there. Joy will be in there too.
I downloaded it today.
Yep.
So it's got a handbook. It's got a lot of information, recipes. Yes.
Yeah. You'll have a whole recipe guide. You'll have a shopping list. So if you follow the recipe guide exactly as it's written, there'll be a whole shopping list that you can just print out, take to the store with you and get everything that you need for the reset. You can always adjust it however you need it. And there'll also be like a blank shopping list that you can use with prompts on what you need to purchase for the week.
Okay. So what will a day look like in the reset?
Okay. So the daily protocol will be when you wake up, you would drink 8 to 12 ounces of warm or hot water with 1 to 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. And that kind of gets our digestion going and a great way to stay hydrated, right? To start your hydration for the day. So breakfast, you will have either green or herbal tea. And I would say stick with the herbal teas because the green tea does have caffeine in it. It's a good option if you just can't really give up your coffee to do the green tea. But I would say if you can, just do a good herbal tea that's, a caffeine-free herbal tea. Then you'd have your morning meal. So you would have a whole recipe, a guide for each day. So
say, for example, a chia pudding.
Yeah. So you would have your morning meal, 8 to 12 ounces of water also with your morning meal. And then as a bonus, you would take your supplements. So for instance, it would be a probiotic, a vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin B complex. And of course, again, check with your healthcare provider first. But those are good things to add to the protocol. And then mid-morning, if you need a snack, you could have a handful of soaked almonds, an apple with almond butter, miso soup, all of the things that we talk about. There will be recipes there, black bean dip with carrots. So they're really good, healthy things that will make you feel satiated and full. And of course, you can also add a cup of the nettle or dandelion tea, which are the great detox teas, if you feel that you could use that. Then lunch, you would just eat your lunch, whatever the recipe
salad in
calls
a jar,
for.
maybe.
Yeah, salad in a jar, some kind of protein, either some beans or a lean protein, because we'd be staying away from beef and pork.
Right.
So it would be either turkey, chicken,
fish.
Yeah, cold water fish, or some beans. And then late afternoon, if you need a snack, again, you could do the teas, one of the teas, a handful of almonds, again, an apple with almond butter, fresh olives, which we love.
Oh, love olives. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And go for a walk, because sometimes you have that slump in the afternoon, and instead of going for the cup of coffee,
guilty.
if you go, right, I know, if you go for a walk, that will actually boost your energy, believe it or not. So just go for a 10 to 15 minute walk in the afternoon.
Believe me, I'm sitting here right now, I'm thinking to myself, I wouldn't mind a cup of coffee.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say, I wouldn't mind a walk.
Well, oh boy. We'll go for the walk too. Okay. I'll take the walk.
Okay.
I am actually a big walker. So,
yeah, you are. I know you are. And it does make you feel good.
Yeah.
And if you can't get outside and walk, dance around, put some music on and just dance, or get on the mini trampoline.
Yeah.
Dinner, again, turn off all media, TV, computer, radio, phones, iPads, everything. Turn it off and sit down and really pay attention to your meal. Take a few deep breaths before you eat. and enjoy your dinner. 8 to 12 ounces of water. And then even if you need it, you can have a late night snack, but keep it small, like maybe a half a pear or a piece of turkey, things like that. But if you don't have to, don't.
Right.
Again, you can have an herbal cup of tea in the evening. And this is a big one. Try to get to bed 15 to 30 minutes, if not more, earlier.
See, this is another thing that I have trouble with, which is a vicious cycle with the caffeine. I'm not great at getting to bed early.
You know, we can set our circadian rhythms, and that nice sunrise light in our eyes is so beneficial. So if you could do something in the morning, that would be great.
Yeah, I'll try.
And a great way to get ready for bed, to just soothe into it, is to have a nighttime routine. And I know for myself, that's my skincare routine is at night. And I use good skincare. I will do a scrub or a mask or something that gives me at least 15 to 20 minutes before I get into bed. So it'll, I brush my teeth, I do my skincare, I might do a lavender rub or different things like that, just to like soothe yourself into going bed. So you're not going right from like a stress level to jump into bed and then lay there and you can't get to sleep. And then reading a book. First actually do a gratitude journal.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Write down 3 things you're grateful for in the day, and it could be simple things. The sun was shining today. I love that. My daughter came to visit. I saw my grandson. It could be very simple things that you were so grateful for that day. So write down those 3 things and read a book rather than watch TV or look at your phone. Right. Because we want to turn off those devices at least 2 hours before we go to bed, because the light from those screens really affect our sleep and our circadian rhythms. So turn it off, reduce those stress levels, and you'll be amazed. I know it's hard. It'll be hard for a long time because the last thing you do before you go to sleep is you want to look at your phone. What am I missing? Who contacted me? Who, the emails, the blah, blah, blah. 2 hours before you go to sleep, you can always have those contacts with emergency, be able to get in contact with you if you need be. The rest of it can wait till the next day.
Right.
Okay. And then, of course, leading up to the detox, we want to prep so that you are not frantically trying to figure it out during the week. And you can do that the weekend before. Go shopping, do a lot of the food prep the weekend before, like chopping all your vegetables, making a salad bar in your refrigerator, making those chia puddings or salad in a jar, all of those things. As much as we can prep ahead of time will help us to be successful during the week. Because if you have something easy to reach for that's healthy, you'll do it. Versus, I don't feel like chopping that up right now, so I'm just going to reach for this candy bar or this, whatever.
That is true. Yep. Or start cutting back on the caffeine.
Definitely do that. So if you plan on doing this reset, I would highly suggest even starting now. Just cut back on that caffeine now.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
And if need be, because for me, I know I like the taste of coffee. It's not necessarily the caffeine. A decaf coffee, organic, if you need to. Last option, I would say try to stay away from coffee, period, just because it is kind of an addiction, right?
Right.
So if you can stay away from it, just stay away from it for the detox.
Gonna have to do it.
Yeah. So that's our protocol. And I will be posting a video that I did. It was 6 years ago, but it gives you all the information. It's a breakdown of everything in the handbook, and that will be in my private group, which we can put the link to the private group also there. And eventually Girlish Gurus will have its own private group.
Right.
Right now we're kind of incorporating it both in Making Menopause Magical, but Joy will be in there to help answer questions too. So she'll be an admin in there helping answer questions too. So this is a great way for us all to connect, get healthy together.
Yes.
We're all in this together, all of us menopausal women, and we want to live as long as we possibly can,
and
as happy
good.
as we can, and feel good.
Please join us for the spring reset. It's going to be fun.
It'll be fun because you'll feel good. You'll feel good. We'll have fun. We may even do a dance party. I'll see. We'll see how it's going.
Now that would be great.
Yeah.
But you know what? One thing always sticks out in my mind. I think about this all the time. Nothing tastes as good as healthy feels.
Exactly.
So come and join us. Look in the show notes, or if you're watching the YouTube videos, check the descriptions, because there's going to be links to the handbook and all that information readily available for you. Please go check it out, and please join us. And we would love to hear from you in the comments if you have questions, and if you would like for us to discuss something else, please let us know, and we'll be happy to look into it and see if it's going to be a great topic for a future podcast episode.
Yeah.
But For now, thank you for supporting us and for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening to this episode of Girlish Gurus. We hope you'll join us next time for more fun and inspiration. Be sure to check the description of this episode for links and information about the topic, and you can find us on our social media platforms starting with Instagram, Facebook, and now including YouTube. You can find us by searching Girlish Gurus, and you can also check out our website, girlishgurus.com, for more information on us, our projects, books, and our growing community.
And don't forget to download this episode, give it a good review, and share it with your girlfriends. We would also love to hear from you in the comments because the more interaction we get, the more episodes we can post. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.